Well, what's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a tap into your soul reading for the sign of Taurus. Okay, Taurus, what's good with you guys? You guys are third this week on the zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you're doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So, if you guys are new to the Tap Into Your Souls, these are intuitive reads. We're using the Soul Cards 2 deck by Deborah Chapman. These are touch drawing illustrations. I am going to be pulling 3 cards, one for your past, one for your present, and one for your future placements. Okay. What you will do, or what you can do, okay, is you can get a pen and paper right now if you'd like, and you can follow along with the cards as we look them over. There will be a question associated with each one. I just ask that you be completely honest when viewing these cards about how they make you feel. Kind of consider this like a therapy session, if you will, okay? However, I am not a PhD. I don't have a doctorate or anything like that, but we use emotional intelligence here, okay? So we'll pick those 3 cards, and then we will go into your overall outcome, where if you like, you can write out what you would like your overall outcome to be as it relates to the current situation that you're in right now. Okay, so that being said, we have the deck reshuffled for you guys. We're going to go ahead and pull these cards one at a time. So, one from the top for your past, one directly from the bottom for your present, and then one energetically from the middle for your future. And then, like I said, we'll go to the bottom of the deck to get your overall outcome. Okay, so we don't turn the cards all over at one time because that's a lot of energy to read at once. We just go one at a time. Okay, so let's get started. I'll hold the cards momentarily up, so if you want to pause and write out what you are feeling as you look at the cards, by all means, please do. And again, just be 100% honest. This is almost, you can treat this, if you keep up with these readings, I've been doing them for a while. If you keep up with them, you can kind of treat it like a journal, okay? So, first thing is for your past placement, what held you back in the past, okay? What held you back in the past, Taurus, okay? What held you back in the past? We're going to hold this here. How does this card make you feel as you're looking at it, okay? As you answer that question, okay? If at any point in time this reading resonates with you before or thereafter, any other readings, if you've watched Tap Into Your Souls for a while, and at any given point in time, I've, matched with your own interpretation, by all means, feel free to let me know in the comments, or you can email me at golden.abstracts18@gmail.com, okay? So, looking at this card, Taurus, for your past, what held you back in the past? It seemed as though in your past you could have been a little bit shy or timid in your past, Taurus, where you kind of maybe had some self-doubt about yourself, some insecurities, things of that nature, very bashful in a sense, okay? You were kind of not willing to really share your thoughts of how you really feel, okay? And so, whenever anybody asks your opinion, you were kind of like, oh no, that's not, I'm not going to really touch on that or anything like that. And I even sometimes do that myself, depending on what the depending on what the topic is. As I stated in Libra's video, like I kind of, between Libra or Aries video, I don't really touch too much on politics, religion, things of that nature. I respect everyone's religion and political thoughts. I just know that those two topics cause a lot of conflict at times because people are very indifferent about their beliefs, okay? And so that's one thing I'm not one to really entertain it unless it does actually come up, okay? But nonetheless, that is something that possibly held you back in the past is, not really speaking on things in a sense of maybe wanting people to tell you more about themselves and not really wanting to share a lot about yourself, okay? Kind of being very, closed in a sense of maybe you only opened up to certain people, okay? But as far as opening up to new opportunities or people, you kind of were a little bit resistant to really join in certain communications or situations, if you will, okay? So I feel like that was possibly what held you back in the past, is kind of just, refraining and restraining who you are as a person, not because you were fearful of judgment. It was just a fear of actually connecting with people, okay? Possibly because it brought you so much pain. When you open up to people, it seems like they hurt you. And so that's why you refrain from sharing too much with certain people, okay? So, that being said, let's move on to your present, okay? What continues to hold you back presently, Taurus? What continues to hold you back presently, okay? Let's hold this here. This one is brand new, okay? As far as showing up in the readings, okay? How does this card make you feel as you're looking at it? What continues to hold you back presently, okay? We have two different entities here, okay? You have a light and you have a dark, okay? And it could be you fighting presently with merging the two or separation of that dark. I feel as though there's like a yin yang type vibe to this card. Okay, so presently, like I said, you could be just struggling with communicating. For some of you, it could be communicating with someone who's, your opposite, okay? In a sense of wanting to open up. Maybe you are the light and they are the dark, or vice versa, okay? And so you're kind of having this, you have individuality between the two of you, but it's like trying to merge again because you have this past situation of being scared of merging with someone in a sense of them possibly hurting you. And it's possible that that person has the same issues too, okay, Taurus? So right now, this is either you trying to battle your own self. If you look at the monthly manifestations, we do talk about dark night of the soul or some shadow work. I feel like for you guys, it's shadow work that needs to be done possibly at this point in time, which is coming up. You would need to consider doing that on the 20th of this month during the last quarter moon, okay? Where you can't keep neglecting things of the past, okay? Situations that happen in your past that hurt you, that someone hurt you in the past, and you just kind of turned a blind eye to it, okay? In a sense, it's like, okay, I'll suppress it and I'll deal with it, or live and you learn, but not speaking on it, okay? You held things back just to save face because you didn't like conflict, okay? So it's time for you to, for some of you, it's shadow work that needs to be done to confront those hurtful memories and really forgive and release it, if you have to write those things down of the pain that was caused to you by other people or a particular person, write those things down and possibly burn them, okay, so that way you can release it into the ethers so it can remove itself from you, okay. um, there is something that you can do as far as in a ritual. Something that I've done for myself is banish particular characteristics from my being, okay, such as insecurities, loneliness, depression, anxiety, um, things of that nature, okay? And what you do is you put that energy, which would be considered toxic or negative energy, and you put that on a black candle, okay? I do have that available um, as my own services to people if you are interested. But you can also do this yourself if you like, okay? Um, Nonetheless, you put that energy on the candle, okay? You can fit about maybe 2 to 4. You carve that in, okay, to the candle. Use like a toothpick, and you light that, okay? Um, and that should release, and you let it burn all the way down, okay? And you sit with that candle. You can put on a meditation to release negative energy and let those toxic traits or negative energy just dissipate from you, okay? For as many negative energy traits or characteristics that you have that you want to remove from yourself, okay? And watch how things change for you, okay? For others of you, it's in reference to possibly a relationship, okay? Is that you both possibly are mirroring each other in a sense of one of you is light and one of you is dark. This lighter version does have a little bit of looming shadow of this other entity coming around it, okay? And so I don't feel like it's, negativity that's consuming you, but you mirror this person, okay? Where you're melding together, okay? But you have an equal amount, if not more, light to you that this person needs, okay? And so presently, that is what's possibly holding you back currently, is because for some of you, you're focused on your person and trying to help heal them, okay? Or they you. Something going on there within a couple dynamic, okay? For others of you, it's yourself, okay? And shadow work needs to be done, okay? So that being said, let's go ahead and move on to your future placement. How will you change your future, Taurus? How will you change your future? I love when this card pops up, especially in the future placement, okay? You are going to be in or meeting with your higher self, okay? You will be whole. You will feel very centered, okay? And a certain clarity will come over you, is how you will change your future, okay? Is to evolve and heal, okay? This is primarily looking like healing to me, okay? Especially within your mind, mentally, emotionally, physically, but mostly mentally, okay? Is purging your mind of those hurtful memories, okay? It has, yes, it happened, yes, it was hurtful, but it does not own you. Should not control you, okay? The more you think about it, the more you're triggered, the more you continue to be in this past energy, okay? So in order to let that version of you go, you have to meet up with your higher self, okay? And relieve yourself from those emotional constraints of the past, okay? So with that being said, Taurus, let's look at what your final, overall outcome is, okay? At the bottom of the deck, look at this, okay? Nurturing yourself is what I feel when I see this card. It doesn't come off that often, okay? But I'm loving that it's in the overall outcome, okay? As you can see here, this person is laying down, just holding themselves, okay? And then their left hand is up in the sky, okay? Left is talking about nurturing. That is our feminine energy side, okay? We all have that energy within us, okay? I think I got these. It looks so different when I'm laying it down this way, okay? So this way, laying towards me, towards you, it looks totally different, okay? So let's change that. My bad, Taurus. So the left hand is actually cradling the side here, okay? Nurturing the side. The right hand is up, okay? With red around it, okay? And kind of like exploding, okay, in a sense, okay? And so I feel like you are going to start controlling what energies come towards you, okay? And controlling what does not serve you, in a sense of, I won't be bothered by it. I am strong. I am, strong enough to push away that negative energy. It can no longer consume me anymore. And taking time to nurture yourself and cradle yourself, okay? No codependency, okay? If you've had any codependency on another person, that is going to be done with, okay? As far as the necessity of a person, you are now secure, or will be secure, within yourself, okay? And we all should, be that way, be able to be an individual yourself, and then the addition of a person is just a bonus, okay? Especially if it's in reference to love, in reference to friendships, they just help us be a better person, in a sense, but we're not reliant upon them, okay? We're reliant upon ourselves, okay? And so that's what I see and feel happening for you, Taurus, okay? So that being said, Taurus, that is all that I have for you guys today for your tap into the soul. Beautiful energy throughout this week. If you have not watched all of your readings this week to kind of see the fluctuation, we had a little bit of everything different for you guys from the beginning of the week to now, okay? And so I really do feel you guys have a very calming energy around you, Taurus. Not just being a Taurus myself, but it's a very calming energy around you. It's an energy of needing to heal and getting your way there, and bringing yourself back to that self power that you have internally within you, okay? And so I'm really proud of you guys, Taurus. Keep up the good work. This is your last reading, okay, for the month, okay? However, I will be back to do readings for you guys next month. If you know your birth chart placements, by all means, you can keep a lookout for those. I have one more week of readings to do. But until then, Taurus, peace.